yo, I really want to go. Man, there's so many epic Kanye tweets that I feel yo,
he going in right now.
The craziest shit. He has somehow nicknamed Drake the F slur. You see that?
Nah.
No, dead ass. He nicknamed Ye the F slur, which is insane. And then he also he's been talking. Yo, he said Jay-Z's kids look retarded.
Come on, man.
Yo, that's he said
Come on, bro.
That's some foul shit. Like that's just as bad as him saying fuck Virgil once he's dead.
Yeah, at least
at
least Jay-Z get to see his kids, motherfucker. You feel me?
Tell him.
At least Jay-Z get to see his kids. Yay.
Yo, listen. The excuse is gonna be, oh, I was hacked.
Nah,
I don't think so.
I think he's past that. We all know this is really how he's living right now. Look at this. This N-word, this is about Tyler, the Creator. This N-word has never made a memorable song. He's like if an artist checked every box other than having any good verses or songs, and his last album ripped off my whole language.
Homosexuality. What are you talking about?
Tyler, the Creator, is dope.
Yeah.
He's one of like the
best artists in the world.
I mean, you would assume that
be about to drop, so
Kanye probably believes that he is dope as well, I would assume.
Well, you know when this all started, right?
What?
When the fucking new 2025 GOAT Playboi Carti dropped, and he was fucking mad that he wasn't invited to the fucking party.
Yeah. No, but it's bizarro to see Kanye basically just becoming a troll who's commenting on all the top rappers, because when he drops, it doesn't make as much noise as a Carti or a Kendrick at this point, you know? So it's like, now he's just turning. Kanye is like Space Ghost Perp if he already had like 10 million fucking followers and is so famous that everything he says gets covered by TMZ and shit. Like this right here. Ye says Kendrick Lamar was a pawn sent to take down Drake. Labels don't want big artists because the smaller artists are easy to control. And this is the one thing that's holding back Kanye on Twitter, is that all of his posts are getting flagged as hate speech or whatever. Wow. But he said, I don't personally have an issue with Kendrick. I probably will now. But he was a pawn to take down F Slur, aka Drake, because these record labels don't want big artists because the smaller artists are easier to control and replace. The next one, he says, Kendrick was the industry puppet, then they was done with him. And he also at one point says, I don't know if it's going to be included right here too, but he's making it clear that he hated Not Like Us. Not Like Us to him was trash.
You love that part, right?
I mean, I did like him saying the quiet part out loud, that song was hella overrated. I did want to point that out.
Not Like Us wasn't a great song.
I mean,
it was a decent song.
It was a good diss song, but people gassed it because they were just dying to find a way to hate on Drake.
It's not a debate at this point. That's like saying like everybody loves the sunshine. You can't be like, nah, that's not a great song. It's a great song. Not Like Us is cemented in music history. It's a great song. There's no conversation.
Okay, on a personal level, I feel like it's kind of overrated. It's not my favorite song.
Then people like Laffy Taffy, the song.
That's it. Go. What? Laffy Taffy still slap. What are you talking about?
That's crazy.
That was fire.
Okay, Luce just proved he is not 32 years old for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you have to understand. I know music.
I know you do.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm a consumer.
Yeah, I know. You have a musical. Laffy Taffy was slaptastic in the
I'm going
area.
to straight up hotnewhiphop.com because I want to find out. Shit, we got a lot of interesting shit going on that I don't even know about here. But yo, this has got to be the worst one. Kanye West targets Jay-Z and Beyonce's children in horrifying rant. This is in fact horrifying. Okay, going down. Wait, are they not going to screenshot it? You pieces of shit! I'm gonna have to read the whole fucking article. I didn't sign up for this. It's getting hard. Wait, let's just go to Academics' Twitter. That's way better. Instagram rather.
I used to get mixtapes from you guys.
Yo, Hot New Hip Hop. Don't just write. You gotta, but they don't want to screenshot it for whatever.
The websites are just like scrambling at this point.
Nah, for real. Is this okay? This is an insane one. We can just talk about this for a sec. I never intentionally smashed Iggy because of Carti. Which is so bizarre, making it sound like it was just on the table for him to smash Iggy.
And Carti really gave so much of a fuck about Iggy.
Yeah.
He shot the club up, nutted in that bitch, and played fucking
PlayStation with Uzi.
Yeah, I was playing with his fucking side piece, Uzi Vert.
I mean, Playboi Carti has been avoiding hanging out with his own child because he hates being around Iggy so much.
He don't give a fuck about that bitch.
I think what he's saying right here is that all these people fucked Iggy Azalea, which none of them we really knew about. I don't think. Rocky,
Tyga,
Pusha T, Tyga. We can assume that Tyga fucked everybody. French Montana.
Not even discriminating age either. That's the crazy
or
part.
gender.
Yeah.
And then Iggy claps back. Yay, I understand the point you want to make. I say this with kindness, and as a mother, please leave my children out of this. At the end of the day, Jordan has other children, less famous, doesn't matter. But it seems only my son gets harassed in perpetuity about or on behalf of a man he has no relationship with. Does he read it? No, he's a child. But it creates a digital legacy and an odd, shitty situation for him to one day discover and endure in perpetuity from strangers online. Can I please have some peace? Can my son please have some peace? Iggy Azalea, even though you have me blocked on Twitter, I like the way you're standing on business. This is respectable. But keep in mind, okay, this is a response. It's so hard to keep track of all the things Kanye said, but Kanye said, hey, Iggy Azalea, I need to get Onyx vocals on my song. That's my nephew. Oh, and I'm going to rap about one of your businesses. The fuck? And the reason why he's saying that is because Kanye is saying that Carti reached out to Kim Kardashian directly saying, oh, I want to get vocals
What a G.
from his bait, from her bait. What is Onyx, a boy, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
And basically he's saying that that's super fucked up because if Carti has a relationship with Kanye, he should go to Kanye. To be fair, if Carti really wanted to get these vocals, he probably wants to go to the sane, rational person.
The one who has custody?
Who's actually
real
in the
bad.
child's life. You assume Kanye
Yeah.
probably not
You
spending a
can't
whole lot of
even
time
get the
around this kid,
recording.
right?
Yeah.
You can't even get the recording.
Especially if you're Cardi, you know.
Now you go to the source. That's it.
And you know that it wasn't like that. Ye would block it if you asked for that. He wouldn't have been cool with it. He would have made that process of obtaining those vocals way more difficult.
Nah, for sure. He was just looking
For
out
sure.
for himself.
Yeah,
And
but-
he would have acted like a bitch when it was starting to clear up.
100%.
We also get a little bit of an insight into. You remember when I leaked the Future remix of Like That over the summer? These N-words called me to get on the Like That remix, and then after I mentioned Lucy and Grange, they didn't pick up my call or put the song on DSPs, which is a Figaro fact that song was never put on DSPs, and I found that quite
Wait,
curious.
Like That's not on DSPs?
The Kanye remix that he did never got put on
Or
DSPs.
maybe because it fucking sucked.
It
Maybe
made,
that's why.
It made really almost no impact, let's be real. But you could blame that on the fact that it never got put on DSPs, right?
It's crazy. We live in a world where Metro Boomin is a significantly better producer than Kanye West. And Kanye West is like a goat to me, but there's no defending this bullshit right here.
Yeah, I mean, who
Pack him up.
Wait, what is this? Who will be the third? Who's this? Ye speaks on Carti. Is this okay? That's Virgil hugging Kanye and then Carti hugging Kanye.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying they're
Like,
both
ooh,
snakes.
Yeah.
I decided North won't be doing any songs with Carti. How it looked for me to get left off the album, and then he asked Kim to have vocals from my daughter. I don't give, presumably he meant to have a give here. I don't fuck about none of this industry and how it's a Skims line in the first place. And I don't give a fuck what no comments the man has the first and final say over his kids. That is a hard sentence
He's
to
bitter.
read.
Yeah.
No, he's a bitter baby mama.
I told
right
y'all
now.
it's
For
all
real.
about the Cardi album, dude.
And this was tell my niece North send me a song. I bought that hoe a lot of clothes, but she loved her Skims. That's a line from
Yeah.
Carti's, right? Oh, and so Kim put it on her story,
yeah.
which obviously Skims is bringing in the bread
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
keeping this kid living good.
Yeah.
You know, Skims is like one of the biggest brands, period. And you know,
Sure.
Kanye's pissed off. He doesn't really have any involvement with it at this point.
Imagine like you're Kanye and you're like
But I
had the,
thought she gave him like 3% or something, right?
He
Yeah.
might have some ownership, yeah.
yeah, but here's the imagine this though. You're Mr. Fashionista, you're Mr. Trendsetter. You showed the industry what Balenciagas were when the Balenciaga arenas came out and no one was even wearing that shit. And now there's somebody way cooler than you with way more swag, and your daughter likes his music probably more than yours.
Just like
right
every
now.
other kid, her name. They think
Ex-
Carti's sick.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's got to be kind of frustrating. And he's trying to, because I feel like Kanye don't really care about. I think he cares about his daughter a lot. I think he probably in his heart that occupies more space than his need for public acceptance or whatever. And he wants his daughter to think he's dope.
For sure,
And
he cares about his daughter, but then at the same time, I mean, he's been acting so bugged out, and I feel like him attempting to really like be in her life seems pretty sporadic.
Well, there's that, but then there's also like, because he's in this whole downward spiral whirlwind of emotions, and now he's like, not only is am I feeling left out by Carti, but another dude that I was just giving props to got that honor of putting his stamp on the album instead of me. So now it's fuck him too.
Yeah.
And even though I was just defending him because he was beefing with my other op. Now they all my ops. Now I'm.
A lot of the people that he's
Like,
hating on, it just
right?
seems very self-serving. You
But-
say bitter baby mama for real, like it
Yes,
just seems like you want to talk shit about
Yes.
Future because Future's all over the Carti album, and you can't blame for Future for not wanting to put your song on DSPs with you when you're out here rocking a iced out swastika and all these other crazy decisions that he's made. You can't be surprised when people who have actual careers who make money with Jewish people don't want to fuck with you. And granted, I know that the Kanye remix was way before the iced out swastika, but still.
Yeah, but
But
he was
we-
already.
He was
pushing that
saying crazy
rhetoric.
shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
we should think about it. Kanye West went from doing songs with Jay-Z to doing songs with Jim Jones. That's enough said right there.
I mean, I vote with Jim Jones, so I feel like
Now,
you
come
can
on,
do both,
listen.
right?
But there's the point is
Yeah,
he went from doing songs with Jay-Z when Jay-Z was Jay-Z.
right.
Yeah.
You feel me? The biggest star in the world.
But to be fair,
not-
that's just another example of Kanye Xing himself out, because I personally feel like the reason why Kanye wasn't invited to Jay and Beyonce's wedding, and or excuse me, why Jay and Beyonce didn't go to Kanye's wedding was because of the fact that he made such a fool of himself in the whole Taylor Swift incident, and then also didn't basically made Beyonce look like a fool. Beyonce won all those fucking awards that night, and nobody gave her any attention for it because of the fact that Kanye had gotten up on stage there and humiliated Taylor Swift, which probably in the long run made Taylor Swift way more famous. It was
Way.
probably
Yeah.
ultimately a good look for her. But you know, I mean, the fact that he did that, I think that you can look at that as kind of the seed of all kinds of shit. The reason why Jay-Z's relationship fell out with Kanye was because of him doing burnt out shit, even going back that far, like 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, but he is a media whore. You know what I'm saying? when we hear of Kanye, it's about rants. It's never about his music no more. For the last 5-6 years, it's never been about music. It's always been, what is he saying on X, or who is he lashing out at?
Yeah.
But this is some baby mama shit.
he's not, and now he's following the. Kanye,
Yeah, we can read these ones too.
Kanye's like the new version of T-Fly. He's doing collab albums with Ty Dolla $ign
Yeah.
back to back.
He said, I actually
They-
like.
Am I wrong?
No, you're right. Because that's what I'm trying to tell you. He's doing things with Ty Dolla $ign, and Ty Dolla $ign.
Three
wasn't
albums
like
in a
the-
row with Ty Dolla $ign, bro.
Yeah.
Three
They got-
albums.
they
Seemingly
got
one
that
of the only
swag.
people that could keep him on track, you know, or like actually product. Or, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
No,
I
Can't
mean,
create without
he
Ty,
needs
you know.
collaborators.
He
yeah.
needs.
yeah.
Before it was Travis, and he's still. I think, and he's still fucking with Mike Dean. Mike Dean making everybody
Yeah,
shit
Mike
better
Dean,
from
for
day
sure.
one.
But
Yeah,
Mike Dina's
yeah.
kind of like says shit about him and then just goes back to working with him. I feel
Yeah,
like,
they
you
just
know?
did some shit.
It's
like-
very difficult to not point out what a douchebag Kanye's been acting like. Donnie, you show the screen. I'm gonna read these. After listening to Carti's album, I'm gonna say something I never thought I would say. Future's washed. Hate to give this F
not
slur credit, but my favorite line of the battle last year is when the F slur said, "You rap like you're trying to free the slaves," which I got some shit for saying that. I thought that was a funny line. But here's Kanye agreeing with it. Laughing emojis, he does. I actually kind of liked Kendrick's halftime show, but me or Trav or F Slur, aka Drake, deserved a Super Bowl before I'm pretty sure Drake turned it down a whole bunch of times.
It's crazy.
Yo, Kanye's way too much of a liability for them to bet on the Super Bowl anytime in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
This is like
sure.
a Gucci Mane type
Literally.
escarand.
Except
right?
he doesn't seem like he's gonna back down from any of
But
this
I
at any
think
point.
Kanye West, he make great music, but his music
Kanye-
is too slow for a Super Bowl.
Kanye with
Well,
that
yeah.
Colin Kaepernick come out.
Yeah, like
Some
would've
shit.
did
He would have
some
done
shit
some
like
dumb
that.
shit. It's because look at this is probably the worst, most deranged tweet in Kanye's entire meltdown. Wait, has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's younger kids? They're retarded. No, like literally, and this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice.
Jesus
If there was
Christ.
ever a chance of Jay-Z forgiving and forgetting this fool, this is the nail in the coffin. How dare you? You are taking two absolute royalty in the culture, arguably the greatest rapper of all time, and Jay-Z, for sure, one of the most respected rappers and businessmen in hip-hop, as well as Beyonce, one of the most beloved women in hip-hop, probably the most beloved. And you're saying that about their children, bro? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Can you think of anyone in hip-hop history who's ever said something this disrespectful? This is mind-blowing.
I don't know what the fuck he going through now. It's just like, bro, what
Bro.
the fuck?
He got to be on something heavy.
Yeah.
You got to.
Maybe that's nitrous talking.
You can't love life.
Because Blue's old enough to see that.
But I also feel like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you said younger
shit,
children. You said the younger children.
Yeah, but
you specified.
you still sitting.
Yeah,
but it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Blue still can read it.
He's not talking about.
Brother. I mean,
yeah.
Bro.
You're right.
That ain't cool.
Yeah,
no, it's not cool at all.
The least cool thing I could ever imagine. Jay-Z needs to reach into his Illuminati bag and send them hitters after this.
Sure.
After saying that,
For sure.
Jay-Z may be a couple decades removed from the streets.
Yeah.
But if there's anything that's going to make him pick up that phone and call a hitman.
Yeah.
Man.
And you call
It might be
EBK
that.
and you tap in with EBK.
Nah, he still know Black Sam.
It's time for a skit.
He still know Sam. He got the relationship with Nip. He can call Sam.
That's
out
the
here
craziest
Sam
thing you could ever say.
Nah, I don't know.
That's like
the craziest.
the lowest of the low.
Yeah, the kids, you can't play with no kids.
Have you ever sat
Leave
around
women and
thinking
kids
about
out of it.
some of these kids looking like they're retarded, and that's just like what you're thinking about that day? Never
No.
mind picking up your phone and tweeting it?
That's
No.
crazy.
No.
Bro,
And that's
that gives you an idea of where all these other thoughts are coming from. Although I honestly do believe that I don't even know what the kids look like, to be honest. Like, I'm not really
They're
like
not
tapped in.
retarded.
I would assume they don't look retarded, but I feel like he believes that because so many of these other things that he's saying seem like things that are actually coming out of Kanye's brain, like hating on Kendrick and Carti and all this shit. It's all like super self-serving. So I kind of believe that he really thinks that.